a father, a physician, a musician, and a melanoma survivor. When I was asked to be here to receive a Courage Award, my first thought was, why me? Surely there are others that are more deserving of this recognition than I. Yes, I was sick. I simply followed my doctor's advice, and I underwent their treatments. This seemed more like prudence than courage to me. But as I've had some time to reflect upon this, I've realized that being diagnosed with cancer tends to make you think on a deeper level. Any courage I have is a gift from a higher power and strengthened by my faith, my children, my family, and my friends. I am truly grateful for that. Somehow it doesn't seem right to downplay or divert the compliment. Instead, I'd like to humbly say thank you. Being diagnosed with cancer is a surreal and yet a very real experience. I can clearly recall the day I was first diagnosed and received the news. It was a Friday afternoon, nearly a year ago, and it began with a call from my primary care physician. He says, "Paul," in a somber tone, "I have some bad news for you. The skin biopsy came back as an invasive malignant melanoma. I am so sorry." It's never a good thing when your doctor apologizes to you. I began to feel frightened and alone. I began thinking my life may be shorter than I planned, maybe much shorter. So picture this: a quarter-sized hole remains in your nose and your face where the cancer once lived. To repair it, you undergo an extremely disfiguring surgical procedure called a paramedian forehead flap. I'll spare you the details, but it has been one of the most humbling experiences of my life. The silver lining of all this was hearing those blessed words from my oncologist: no evidence of disease. Something more powerful than cancer unites us all. It is hope. It is hope that we'll celebrate another birthday, hope that we'll see our children graduate college and start their own family, hope that we'll be able to enjoy a life free of needle pokes and painful procedures. And this hope comes from people like you. It comes from the researchers and the fine doctors like Dr. Campana and Dr. Oliver, and most of all from the caregivers who never, ever give up. For me, that has been most of all my daughters, my family, and my dear friends, many of whom are here tonight. They have listened to my fears and spent time with me in the hospital and been my safety net when I thought the bottom had fallen out. I have also been inspired by everyone at the Melanoma Research Foundation for showing how a few people can make a difference for so many. Winston Churchill once said, "Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak." And I stand up here and speak in honor of my father, whose life was ended prematurely from this disease. I stand up here in the recognition of Liz Riley, whose courage, strength, and hope and determination helped her survive what was thought to be an unsurvivable diagnosis of stage 4 melanoma. And I stand here in recognition of Liz Riley, whose battle with ocular melanoma rages on. Their struggle inspires me. It also makes me angry that after all these years, we still don't have a cure for melanoma. And angry because we need more tools to help those who are living with it. Folks, this anger is good because it stimulates the passion to keep up the fight. And tonight we are putting melanoma on notice. We will conquer you. We are putting ourselves on notice, and together we'll find a cure in Liz and Tanya's and my lifetime. And together we'll find a cure in our time. Thank you.